Yeah, so yeah, my granddad was a caddie here. My dad was a caddie, so I'd be third generation caddie here in Lahinch. Granddad worked here for 50 years, Michael Walsh Senior, and my dad, yeah, still works here. He's worked here since he was 16. He's working like 45 years here as well.
So what's it like when you're on a loop with your dad? How's that go?
Oh no, he's finished caddy. He's retired from caddy now.
Retired,
So
okay.
my dad actually does the halfway house out here now on the 9th hole.
Are we going to see him today?
Yeah. No, he'll be finished. My sister will be on the halfway house today.
Well, of course.
Of course. This is the 4th hole. This is one of our famous holes, an old Tom Morris hole. 4th. This is called the Klondike. So 300 to the hill.
Okay.
So we're going to hit something like 240 off the tee.
All right.
250, keep ourselves short, and then we can go out over that hill for our second shots.
There's a man standing on the hill.
There is. So he's our air traffic controller up there. So he stands up there directing traffic over all day. So there's a green and red flag, tells you when to stop and when to go. The 18 fairway crosses the other side there.
Oh,
so
I got you.
that's his job. He'll stand up there all day telling people to hit over the hill and when not to.
Is that maybe not the best job at Lahinch?
That's alright. Like,
Have you ever had?
I've had that job a few times. Yeah, when I was young, I had that job a few times. You got a little hut the other side there to keep you warm, so it's it's not so bad.
Yeah,
not so bad. Keeps you out of the wind.
Exactly. All right, the Klondike.
Klondike, White Rock is your target off the tee, or a little right of it.
That's trouble.
Might kick, probably not.
Yeah, good.
You got a nice hop, yeah. Good stuff.
Right there.
Just how we drew it up.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I'll give you a good tip for the workout. You'll get to
So Lahinch was, the history of it, it was originally built for British soldiers who would have been stationed here during, a very long time, British occupation. So golf came to Ireland kind of like one of two ways. It either came as a pastime for something for the British who were stationed here. So a lot of courses have their roots around, barracks or whatever. Another way was courses that were built for, wandering Victorians that were discovering Ireland, and that were built by these grand hotels. So you have these courses in Donegal and County Down that would be near train stations and would be near giant hotels. Most notably, of course, like Royal County Down and the Slieve Donards. So, obviously Ireland has its traditional games of hurling and Gaelic football, golf not being one of them. But it's been pretty cool to see the way Ireland has embraced golf, not only in its golf courses, but obviously its players. So, to see great Irish players like Darren Clark and Padraig Harrington and Rory, win the Claret Jug, it's a cool thing. So it's become very much an Irish game, and you certainly feel that when you're at a place like Lahinch, because you could wander all over any country in the world, and nothing's going to feel more unique or more Irish than this place.
240 from here, doesn't play that at all. Wind is helping a little, and the most important thing is getting it over this hill, par 5. So like 200 will get you to the green. It's either that or we're just playing something, whatever you're comfortable with, like a 7 or 6 iron to make sure we get it over the top. But you didn't come here to lay up, so
come on.
200, that rescue is...
It's not that big of it.
That rescue is your number, so...
You like that?
Yeah, same as the second hole.
Yeah, so second shot here, looking at a wall.
Yeah, straight into the wall, but we're going a little right from this right side. You go a little right of the flag here. Everything kind of kicks in from right to left there. So
got it.
So a little rescue straight over the hill. You'll be middle of the green.
Done.
Done. Done. Done. Done. Stay there. Throw on a little, but it should be down around the green anyway, Tom. Good strike.
No sign from the man on the hill.
No, he didn't give you the.
He didn't jump up and down. He didn't clap.
He didn't give you the thumbs up.
He didn't give me the thumbs up at all.
No, never seen a 2 here, but lots of 3s. But as I said, like index 18 hole, it can turn into the index 1 hole pretty quick. So it can if you don't get a drive away here. Before we walk on again, and that's the ladies' tee. As you see the guy walking behind here again. Down here to the par 4 for the ladies and par 5 for the men to finish.
Gotcha.
Back up here, this is the guy's hut up here. So that's Oliver up on the hill there.
Oliver in the hut.
See his hut up there.
Watching his Netflix, eating his snacks.
Keeping himself busy up there.
Eating his potatoes.
Don't see this much.
Original Old Tom, yeah. So the 4th and the 5th are the only 2 original Old Tom Morris holes left.
Is that right?
Of course. Everything else has been redesigned at some stage.
The 4th and the 5th.
4th and the 5th.
And they're everyone's 2 favorite holes.
Yeah.
Or they're the 2 most talked about.
Two most talked about, 2 most famous ones out here, yeah.
Right.
The Klondike and then the Dell.
Well, old Tom knew what he was doing.
He knew a few whiskies in him when he designed these 2.
They don't need to see the hole. We'll just put it there.
Yeah, we'll just put him in front of the shower.
Settle.
Yeah, good shot.
Alright. A little much.
A little steamy, but it's okay.
A little steamy.
Gotta get it out.
That was good.
Terrifying.
4 on 4, you'll be taking that. We'll take a 3 on 5. Back to some Tom Morris magic here. The Dell. Everyone says you played Lahinch. You went to Lahinch. You're going to play Lahinch. It's always about that blind par 3. That blind par 3. Well, this is the blind par 3.
Okay, guys, this is another one of our signature holes here at Lahinch. This is the Dell hole. So it's a completely blind par 3. See the white rock out there on the hill?
I do.
Pin is directly in behind that rock, so they move the rock on the hill every day to where the pin is going to be on the green.
Yeah, but I heard the kids come out here and put it wherever they want.
Once upon a time. That's an old wise tale they used to tell here back in the day.
Or the story that the caddies, someone will go for a caddy and this whole drop it in the hole, so someone will be buying pints inside after.
We were having 15 to 20 hole-in-ones a day, so we kind of had to put a stop to that. So.
I remember coming here the first time with my dad, and you play Klondike, and you're like, what is this about? And then to back it up, play a par 3 where you just can't see hardly a sliver of the green. So, and people didn't really know about, I mean, not everyone really knew about Lahinch at that point, so it was kind of like, what are we doing here? I like Lahinch. The 2 courses people knew about in Ireland were always, it seemed to me at least, going by my dad and his friends and people that were first coming on group trips to Ireland. It was Lahinch and Ballybunion, So people knew about, and Ross's Point as well. They'd heard about obviously Royal County Down, etc. But we're talking about the 70s and 80s, and not a lot of people maybe going up there on their holidays. So this was, there was a time not that long ago, it was Lahinch, Ballybunion, and everything else was a hidden gem, So, but this it's definitely stood the test of time.
Okay, slightly back up the hill, Tom. Everything kind of double break. It'll go a little right to left at the start, up by the hole, comes inside. So see the pitch mark?
Yeah.
You're keeping it just at the right edge of that pitch mark.
Okay.
and slightly up the hill, so you can give it a go. Go.
In there. Good roll.
Yeah, right inside. Wanted it.
Okay.
Right in the jaws, Neil.
Right in the jaws. 4-3 in the Klondike in the Dell, though. We'll take that.
No, we'll take it.
We'll take that, good man.
Not too shabby. I've done much worse here. The first time I played here, I whiffed on the first tee. I was 16, and there were only about 100 people standing around the first tee. So that was fun. And I was such a basket case, I didn't remember the first 15 holes. After that, I was playing with my dad, so I'd shamed my family. And, you know, I'm playing these holes and you can't see the green, and there's a dune in the middle of the fairway. I think I wanted to cry. So my first experience with Lahinch, not the snuggliest. So came back for a course called Ireland, and I was like, oh wait, it's a pretty good spot. Actually, it's not so bad. It's actually kind of playable. And just kept coming back since, and it's just shot up to the top of my favorites. It's just the routing. It's just everything about it. It's great.